Taking a look at the daily and weekly charts, bullish and bear breaks for today. The markets did pretty much what we thought they would do after they went out and tested the 200-day. We did close above on the SP. That's a good thing. We held about where we were supposed to hold on the ES as we came back up. We'll take a look at the ES charts as well as the market charts, and then see what we got on some stocks. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel while you're here. Follow us on Twitter at Daytrader Setups and on Stock Twits as well at Daytrader Setups. And you'll see this red subscribe button 9 minutes from the end of the video. From that point on is a tutorial that explains the recap grids and some about our chart. So when we show a chart, you'll understand what we're talking about. Other than that, if you understand it all, you don't need to watch the last 9 minutes. Yesterday, our E-mini spent this time below where we call it short, stayed in our short zone, kept rejecting just like it most likely predictably should have, and then we sold off later in the day, continued down this morning. Now this bounce, we're back into this ES line. We can probably overtake this tomorrow, could as well just reject it. We'll have to wait and see what's happening with that. The AD lines painted pretty much the picture today. We gapped down. We had that little run for a short while, really kind of chopped sideways, and then we got that nice afternoon. The AD lines broke out. Once they broke out, that's falling in line right about here, and that's when our market started showing that all these little choppiness became in the rally mode here, and we ended up with a really great run once we took this green zone on the SPY. And that's what happened on the AD lines. They ran up, they did the little pullback, held right where they're supposed to. This is the same chart we use for trading stocks with our active trader setups trading package. Here's the Dow. This morning went out and more than broke down through the 200-day. A really good bounce from down there. That was a very, very strong rally we had back. And we did get back above this most recent lower trend line and close above it. That's a good thing. SPY as well tested the 200. This was an old trend line that I had drawn on this chart, and I don't even remember why, because it's not in the right place now. I think I had it on an intraday and it's just extended itself out. Let's get rid of that. That should have actually been up here, and we will bring a new one in for that. The 50-day, of course, is way up here. Here's our 200. We went out and tested it. This is a trend line off a weekly chart going way, way, way back that we tied into that first February 9 dip. And you can see we held it in here those days, and we did get back above that today. That's good. SP 500 chart, slightly different. We did take out the 200, of course. We got the rally back up, closed well above it. We did get above this weekly line we were talking about as well. And this is the most recent wedge we've been in. You know, we talked about this a couple of days ago, that we're going to break out of this wedge with momentum. And I said that it could actually go down and then slingshot back up. So, well, there's our down part. So let's hope we can hold this area. We're under this level here, and we did close below it. We tried to get through it around 26.33. It'll probably be in the 26.35 area tomorrow. We need to get back up in that wedge. Probably going to retest the 200, and the big money will probably like the retest and the hold. So we'll have to see what that brings. We do want to make sure we stay above that 200. If you're trying to swing trade, I still don't know what to tell you as far as long term. You're not ready yet. The market definitely is not ready for that. As far as active trading and trading 2 and 3 day setups, you're not going to find it on these bull zone breaks, because it's going to take more days to get off the bottom. Our active trader setup package, we got trades setting up every day, and I'll give you a sample of one of those here in just a few minutes. We're going to take a look at these charts right here, and then we'll get started a little bit deeper on recaps. This video is being brought to you by STS Pivot System Charting Package for day traders, swing traders, and option traders. Easy to follow charts and scanners, trigger prices right on the charts, on the setups. We teach 2 trades long and 2 trades short. That's all. It's that simple. Just like you see on this chart, the trigger price for this trade was in the corner over here from this point on, with this price posted, not to take it up here, and it did not trigger, but it wasn't posted as a trigger anyway. Came back. This is a classic, beautiful setup. Breaks right here. 167.26 was our trigger price. And we develop these same lines where you can overlay them on your shorter term charts. This is a 2-minute. By not taking that trade early when it went up here to 167.11, you avoided this 30-something minute pause here. It's not quite 30, about 15 minutes. This was a 60-something cent pullback by waiting on our trigger price to get in the trade here. And we were predicting that trigger price. This didn't go green until this happened. You have that up arrow where we're showing the price to go long at, and as soon as it triggers, it immediately gives a go short because it's so close to flipping back over. So that's exactly where it occurred, was right here. And that is how simple that package is to use. Trigger prices right on your charts. Got a 7-day free trial offer, 10-day money back guarantee. Once you get this set up, it's $69 a month. And we're extending as a courtesy, if you take this package, full access to the website, including the trade room if you want to come in and out of there as well. It's not part of the charting package, but it's an offer we're letting you come in if you want to. And I mentioned this in a video about a week ago that we were going to do this. Any previous member to Day Trader Setups from day one ever paid $1 to us, this $69 fee is waived. You can come in and try the 7-day trial, no outlay of cash whatsoever. If you decide you want to go with this package, then you can sign up. Do a quick feature on PayPal here. If we were waiting on a bull or a bear zone break, it may end up being way up here somewhere. This is what our charting package does. First of all, you want to draw trend lines if you're trying to trade something so you know where your problems are going to be. So I start out with a trend line on the top. I also like to take a look at this right here on the bottom. This was a dip down, another dip on the 9th. We penetrated through there. We got to get back through there. I just moved this on down here where it should be. You see right where we closed the day at. Resistance. This is your resistance for the moment. Right here is PayPal on our active trader setups trading package. Great breakout today right on the chart before it triggered. This is a little 25 chart. So 50 cents before this triggered, we had a 2X box down here putting this long watch. We had our force indicator in our favor at the time that came up, and we also picked up our momentum with our 2 blue ones as we crossed over. That's what we like. 71.55 gave a $2 intraday trade. Here's a bigger picture. This is what we use for swing trades. At a minimum is our 50 factor, and the bigger ATR stocks, you have to go even higher than that. Your little lower ATR stocks, you would use a smaller chart even than this. We've got the long break trying to set up this trend shift. This is called a trend shift pivot zone. So we're there. We got the long alert. Now I definitely expect a pullback. I want to see this line pull back and intersect with this line in my chart, which may be in the $72 range, $72.20, and step into this for another long. And if it gaps down and does that, I don't care, as long as it gets the job done. That also brings this back some to check. And this will be around 72, 72.10. Well, look where this is going to be, right in about the same area. I love to get this break, the pullback, and then the go. That's what we'll be looking for our swing trade. Letting you have a look into what this charting system can show you. This is setting up for a swing that on the bull and bear zone breaks you wouldn't see for days. But remember, in our charting package, we do have the scanners for the bull and bear zone that you can run on any time frame you want to. Weekly, daily, just like we show on the videos, or even longer time frame. You're not tied to any set of symbols. You take your symbol package, through your data provider with Ninja, and you can use any symbols you want. You can load 100 in, look at 100, disconnect, reload a different 100. You can load as many symbols as you want. Every time you can reconnect based on your symbol package. I have a 500 symbol package. Some people just use a 100, and they'll load in different sets of symbol list. Every time you disconnect and reconnect, you got another reset. You can use a whole different list of stocks. You can trade $2 stocks. You can trade $2,000 stocks. You can trade the minis. You can trade the Forex. Active Trader Setups Trading Package. Go over to stspivot.com and you'll find more information about that. Okay, please note one thing on this SP 500 chart. There's the bear zone. We tested that today. We definitely got a consolidation here, and we started building yesterday momentum to the downside. The momentum faded today. We did not make a high enough high to not get this trend stability to the downside to appear, or to not to appear, to disappear. So this is still a very negative chart. We got to get out of this spot down here. But so keeping that in mind, they didn't panic sell the market, and they did buy it back strong with a 400-point rally on the Dow off the lows. So that's a really strong sign, but that don't mean we don't take it back out tomorrow. We will see what it brings us. We got all this stuff going on in China and so forth too. Any kind of headline, good or bad. If we get a good headline out of China, we could get a huge rally. So we'll see what happens. These are your weekly bear breaks. I don't know how much stock I put in here, but the chart's the chart, and this is where we are on many of these stocks. This ESPR, another $8 down today. I don't even think that was shortable. I never tried to trade it. I would have liked to trade it, but I don't think it was shortable. Big list here. That don't mean we don't turn right around, and I don't hardly see a green stock on it on this weekly. This is your daily bears for today. All red. The big gap downs, you never know what they're going to do. You just have to watch them accordingly. That's where our other charting package, you get something like this and you want to day trade it or swing it for a couple of days. That's where the charts like you just saw on PayPal can put you in some action, and some predictable action. There's a lot of stocks, a lot of them are like I say, are gappers, a lot of them are earnings related. Get over to the bulls for the week. That's all you got on the bull breaks. This must have been, I don't know, maybe it was earnings. A nice break there on this stock today. Really nice. This one just continues up. And now that was your weekly bulls we were looking at. So this is your daily bulls here. Daily bull breaks. That had to be earnings, yes. Monster run on that thing. A little too big for me to be day trading, but big nice breakout for you guys that are in that stock. Kudos to you. And it's never even sold off. It don't even care about the market. Very, very strong stock. Data had another big day. It gapped up, sold off quite a bit. This will be one to watch. It may come back down to this level here and bounce. That's what you want to see it do. If it does come down some more, is run back to this OI, hold it, and head back up. So this is a multi-day pay attention to stock. Very hard to day trade. Gets real erratic with this bid and spread, so be careful with that. QRVO, nice movement for 3 or 4 days now. This is where our charting package, it'll have you in this stock way down here. This is our QRVO stock, It went long at 9:57 a.m. on the 1st, 3 days ago. Right here, gave this nice run up on the 2nd. And we talked about a while ago on PayPal getting a pullback. Here's the pullback into the big green line. Goes back, test it, comes back up. And this is this pullback right here this morning on a smaller time frame. Gives the pullback. That's this pullback right here. It breaks up and gives you the signal to go ahead right here. That's $73 all the way to $77 today. And see how strong we are on our force indicator. When we come back up here, we got the force with us, and we got a really nice run. That's how you use the smaller factor chart to trade the bigger trend indicated. And you look for these pullbacks on these bigger trends, especially on the first breakout. We predict a 4 to 5 factor pullback. That's what you got right here. And then we predict a 6 to 8, maybe 10 factor uptrend. You went from 71 to 77. That's $5. It's a 50 factor chart. That's 10 factors. We predict it, we teach it, and we show it on the charts. Get those recaps pulled up here where you can see what's been going on for the last 5 days, how those stocks are progressing. Nothing real special to say about these. You just look at the stocks, you look at your tutorial at the end if you need help with that. We're probably going to take the tutorial out by the end of the month and just have it out on the website for new viewers to go look at that separate outside this video. Keep this video length as short as we can, even though you don't have to watch the last 9 minutes anyway. These are your stocks from yesterday that continued. Most of them stayed red, a few of them did not. They still got the check marks beside them. Even on a green day, they may go down some more. I'm going to slide this down. You had so many stocks yesterday. Get a good look at all of those. That's a complete from 2 days ago. You can pause the video so you can look at these stocks. That's the purpose of running this. Get you a look at 4 days ago and 5 days ago. Pause the video again where you can take a good look, and we're going to slide this down where you can get to see all the stocks in the list. Move you over to the bulls. Yesterday, day before, 4 days ago, and 5 days ago. I don't see a check mark on the 5 day ago stuff, and you wouldn't expect to with this market being like it is. There's one or two still trying to grind their way up. See how you get out of the bull zone, get the little pull back. Here's your support resistance line, right off the support resistance line and back up. The support resistance line are included in our charting package as well. And you can run those on any time frames too. There's a good look at everything that's going on. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe to our channel while you're here, and follow us on Twitter, and follow us on StockTwitch, and go over to daytradersetups.com, click on Ninja 8 charting, and you can learn more about our STS pivot system charting package. Thanks for watching. This is a tutorial on our recap sheet. What you will see here is this column here is the weekly list. It's at the beginning on the weekly bear and bull breaks, the daily bull breaks and bears, depending on which one we're looking at. And then you will have 5 days following. First day, second, third, fourth, fifth. So what's here today will be here tomorrow. We'll shift over to here, then to here, then to here. So you got 5 days you can go back and look. The price here, you got the bull zone trigger price, 36.80. This is the price of the profit since this alert. This is the net change on the stock for today. So tomorrow when this shifts over here, this number will be the same. Where we triggered it at, that number will stay in here for 4 days. The profit will be shown based on the current price of the stock in the day compared to this price on the alert. Like for instance on this stock, $3.48 profit from this break based on this close price, up 92 cents today. This number is the profit at the high since we alerted it. It's the most profitable it's been. It got up to $4.27 profit, pulled back, closed at $3.48. As you go on over, like this stock here, SMTC, this was the break. This is the profit so far since the first day, $5.61 4 days later, and at the peak it was $6.31 profit. That's what these columns mean. The next part you'll find is this yellow line. It represents what I'm going to show you over here in just a moment, momentum. It can be on a bull or a bearish chart. And then trend stability, if it's green, it represents on the bulls, and the bears will show a red line for trend stability. The last part you'll want to know about, there's these check marks. They represent the bull zone as it progresses higher. Could be the same as yesterday. Down here, this could be the bull zone that's gotten higher and higher and higher as this stock went along, and it means it's still maintaining the bull zone levels. Even the new ones, it's staying above them. This is what the bear grid looks like. It looks the very same. Got the weekly, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day. So you got a chance to see the stability of the trade. You know if it was up or down today after winning a bear zone the day before. The stability, the momentum, and the bear zone level with the check mark. In the video, we will take this page and we will slide these up and down so you have a chance to pause the video and see every single stock that's in the list. Then we'll move it up where you can see these items, and you can pause the video, and then you can see every single symbol in the list. You can go to your charts and look up what's going on. So that's what's in each one of these grids. The current day, day before, day before, day before, day before. So going back 4 days, you got your weekly there. And all this is right here, something I prepare for myself. I take this day, and this day, combine them into this watch list every day, and that's what I carry forward over to my scanners. And just a quick part about what we mean by these levels changing. This is the bull zone level that the check mark represents, the stock staying above. But the bull zone level when this stock broke out was way down here. This was the first breakout, and then as it recalculated our bull zone, that's what the green check mark means, is it's maintaining momentum. The yellow line represents this line that is our minimum momentum indicator used on down or up trades, and then our bull zone levels where it first broke out. And that's all these mean. Trend stability, this is a line we use here, and we come in and we call it trend stability, and that's what this represents here. This line is solid green rather than dotted. It's something we look at on the lows of the day, not being low enough for us not to qualify it for trend stability. So that's all these columns mean. So you'll be able to refer to the strength of the stock, that is maintaining high enough lows to stay trend stable, what the profit is if you're staying above the bull zone. That's how you'll use this, and that's your tutorial on the grids. This is a mini tutorial on what the lines mean on my charts if you're a first-time viewer or been a while since you viewed. We're scanning on weekly and daily charts for my condition. When this green line is up, it's my bull zone, and when the red line is up, it's my bear zone. You need to be aware of support and resistance lines and act what charts do at levels, and that's what these levels are for. Just quickly as I can do this, and we're going to put a video on YouTube getting more from your swing trading charts that'll be more detailed and look at more stocks, how they react to these lines. But the gist of what you see here is this is what I'm scanning for, and as you can see here, this showed up in the bear zone. It did go down for a few days, but these green lines are support, and that's why it fought for a few days, tried to bounce back up, headed back down again, came right back into the bull zone, a bear zone, excuse me, and continued on down. Now the lines, here's what they represent. A green line is a place that a stock went up to and rejected. So as this green line redrew itself every time we made highs right here, and then it stayed across here for reference points, continues the same line here for reference points. Resistance, when you get above it, becomes support. This green line was drawn way back in the history, and when this stock broke above this resistance level, when it came back down, it held it, it held it, it held it, it tested it and held it again and again. That was support. That's why I want you to be aware of what these lines mean, and you'll see them on my charts. And then the activity that stocks do, sometimes they go, that's my first target, that's my second target. Many times stocks go target 1, pull back a little, target 2, then they may pull all the way back to 1 and go again if they're continuing an uptrend. In this case, it did the pull back. This blue line is a 50 period moving average, this orange line is a 200. So that's what I want you to be aware of as well. And then I have a pivot system that consists of this blue line at the top, yellow line at the bottom, and my target 1 and target 2. You'll see this particular day this stock gapped down, huge gap down, open way down here. The low on this stock was 169.68. I'm getting that right out of this box over here. And the value of that yellow line was 169.67. Within 1 cent, it held that line and bounced that day for a huge bounce. It's not a support level, but it's where I look for stocks to try to hold. It's where I look, if I'm short, say from here, this is where I'm looking to get out. I'm looking to move 2 levels, target 1, target 2, going up, target 1, target 2. The pink lines all represent places the stock has gone down to and bounced. This pink line is referencing this last pivot low. So as you're selling down into it, it may bounce again. If you get below it, then it becomes resistance. And that's all these lines mean. I just want you to know what they mean going forward. Thanks for watching the video. Let's get started.